Hello everyone, I'm Hillary with Dominion Tea, and today we're going to talk honey. So why are we talking honey? The third Saturday of every August in the United States, we celebrate National Honeybee Day, right? And kind of trying to acknowledge and to educate the public about honeybees because unfortunately they're endangered. And we as humans need them to live. They pollinate all of our food. We as tea drinkers kind of like their end product sometimes for our tea. So I'm going to confess up front, I do not put honey in my tea, ever. If I'm going to take honey, I literally will boil water, put honey and usually lemon in it, and drink it straight. I will not put it into my tea. Now, that doesn't say you can't. If you want sweetener in your tea, go for it. But let's talk about variety of tea, what drives the flavor and the color. So there are a ridiculous number of honeys available out on the market. Okay, so they're going to vary both first and foremost by what the bees were pollinating to create the honey. And so that is going to be what drives its flavor and what drives its color. And so I always like to say honey is not always honey. You want to know what's in there. So you want to look at the label, read them. There's some common honeys you're going to find across the United States like clove, alfalfa honey. The alfalfa honey is usually going to come in lighter in color than the clove honey is. And it's going to be a little bit softer in flavor. So it's one of those honeys, if you're a green tea drinker and you don't want to interrupt the flavor of your green tea, you're going to go look for. And then you're going to find darker honeys as the season goes on and as other plants come into play. So wildflower honey is going to come in a little bit oranger. You will have, as you go later on in the season, as if the bees are busy pollinating actual crops, you can produce out citrus types honey. There's actually blueberry honey out of Maine and New England from the beautiful little white flowers on the blueberry bushes. And the blueberry honey, of course, is not blue. It actually comes out a little bit darker red, but it has a blueberry tang on the finish. So you could keep your eyes out for that as a specialty. Of course, some of us are familiar with the honey that comes in from Hawaii, but quite frankly, many of us live in areas where there are a lot of hobbyists who are starting to kind of keep bees and try to expand the honeybee population here in the United States. And so if you can make it down to your local farmer's market, you're likely to find a local honey, which is your best bet. And you're going to usually find in a lot of cases it's raw, so it has not undergone the pasteurization process. So just be aware of that if you have a compromised immune system. The reason that warning is out there is honey can and does carry with it salmonella and potentially E. coli, both of which in a heavy enough concentration can absolutely give you food poisoning. The pasteurization process kill those bugs, as the FDA calls them. But honey in general for you, as you go to play with your tea, will affect its flavor and its color. So you want to pay attention. If you're going after those darker honeys, you're fine if you're putting it into a black tea or maybe a darker oolong. You go put that into your green tea, however, and you're going to watch the color change, and you're going to basically end up with a mouthful of honey. You're not going to taste your tea anymore because it will absolutely take over the cup on you. So do be aware as you're out and about. Don't just pick up any old jar of honey. Look at the other jars around it and start to play, because you might find a nice combination that turns kind of your everyday cup of tea into a special treat. So keep exploring. We hope you enjoyed learning more about tea with us. Hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified when we add more videos to our channel. And check out the highlighted videos to learn even more about tea. And last but not least, you can check out all of the teas we talk about in our videos at dominiontea.com.